How did you end up with a water source? Good luck. Research. Did you know what you were buying? I want one. Right, if you Google Durham Binder Crag Spring Water, the whole story will come up, and honestly, it came at the lowest point in my life. If anybody had told me that I'd be doing this with my life, I would have said you were nuts. If you said it to me that I'd be a water sommelier, I'm the founder of a brand, I would have said you were mad. The whole thing happened by accident. I got divorced, needed somewhere to live that was near my kids. I bought a pub that was 300 or 900 metres away from my children, 300-year-old pub. And I hate pubs, and I don't drink. And the only reason I bought the pub was because it was near my children and it was failing. So I bought it. And then 6 months after I bought it, the people that were servicing the water, because we are in the Peak District, everyone has their own water source here. And the people that had serviced our water came to visit me 6 months after I bought it. And Richard Taylor from Blair Water walked through that door. And the first words that ever came out of his mouth were, he pointed at me and he went, "Do you know how good your water is, mate?" And I went, "No." And he said, "I told Ian and Janet for 20 years they should be bottling it and selling it, and they ignored me." And I went, "How do you know the water's so good?" He said, "I'm a geologist, I'm a scientist, I've been drilling water all over the world for 40 years, and this is the best water I've ever hit by a mile." And I said, "Fuck off. Are you mad?" And he went, "No." I said, "Well, what happens next?" He said, "We need to get it accredited, need to get it tested. That'll take 12 months. It'll cost $5,000. And at the end of that process, he can prove to me whether he was right or wrong. But until we go through the testing process, I can't do anything with the water because it's just an opinion." So I said, "Test it immediately." So Richard started testing the water, and I kind of immediately felt rejuvenized, revitalized. I brought back to life. Having been cheated on for years and lied to for years, and I was at the lowest point in my life where I knew I had to make a change, and the universe dealt with me. The universe looked after me, and the universe got me here to this building, and then the universe sorted me out with this amazing water source. And because of that amazingness from the universe, I will be repaying that debt back for the rest of my life. So I repay that debt back a couple of ways. Number one, reusable glass bottles. Reusable glass, so we collect, wash and reuse all of our glass bottles. And the second way I repay that debt is by sharing everything I've learned. And that's one of the other reasons I do it. So knowledge is power. And by sharing knowledge, hopefully what's happening is that you are trusting me because I'm giving you knowledge. And then hopefully that builds trust between us. And one day you might even buy my product, or you might not. But hopefully you'll know a lot more